Hi guys, and welcome to another ASMR creepy stories in a tent. Here I am in a tent in the middle of the night in Wales, and it is hammering down, as you can hear. We've got the thunder going, so it's all nice and atmospheric. And I'm going to tell you another little creepy story. Now, where I used to live, I lived in a place called North Woolwich, and just around the corner from my street there was a rag factory, and lots of women worked in this rag factory. One of the women was called Debbie Cartwright, and she went on holiday to Venezuela. It was a beautiful place, apparently. She had a lovely holiday there, really nice hotel. So she comes back about a week or so later and returned to work in the rag factory. After about a week or so, she noticed this little bump that had come up on her arm. I think it was here, on the forearm. A little bump. She just thought it was like a gnat bite or something, because you get a lot of those because it was summer at the time. So she ignored it, just thinking it was like a gnat bite or something, Anyway, about a week later, she notices that this bump on her arm is getting bigger. So she thinks, well, that's not right, it's getting bigger. So now she's sort of thinking, oh well, perhaps it's a boil or something, or a cyst maybe, I don't know. So she's still going to work in the rag factory, and she wakes up one morning and she looks at this bump on her arm, and it's now getting really really big. So she's starting to get a bit worried because, it keeps growing. So she decides to make an appointment with the doctor and go and see what it is. So the doctor has a look at it and he goes, I'm not sure what it is. He goes, but I think it's a cyst. He said it all feels, quite soft. He said, so I think it's a cyst, but we'll make sure about it, So he gave her another appointment to go and have it checked out at a specialist clinic. That was for the following month. So one night she's lying in bed, and this bump that's getting really big now starts really itching. So she's scratching it and started to make it look a bit sore. So her husband said to her, don't keep scratching it. He said, because you're making it sore. He said, just leave it be. He said, try and put something on it. So she put some ointment on it, and that relieved the itching. And then she went to bed, and then everything was fine. She woke up the next morning and noticed it had got even bigger again, and it was really itching again. So her husband said, well, put some more ointment on it. So she put some more ointment on it, and the itching went away. So she thought, oh, okay, that's good. then she came home with her husband, and she like bought herself a bottle of wine on the way back, or for both of them. He had a beer, and she had some wine, and I was watching this movie on TV. Nice sort of warm summer night. And after that, they went to bed, and in the middle of the night, she's woken up, and this bump on her arm was now itching like crazy. So her husband woke up and he said, like, what's wrong? She said, oh, this bump is like really, really itching, and she's started scratching. He went, no, don't scratch it. He went, put some more ointment on it. So she said, alright, then I'll put some more ointment on it. So she's rubbed some more ointment on it, but the itching wasn't going away this time. So she says it's still itching like crazy. She said, like, oh, it's horrible. He said, well, that's not right. He said that the ointment's not working. He said it was working before. She said, yeah, I know. She said it's like itching like crazy. Anyway, she started scratching it, and all of a sudden there was like this little sort of hole appeared in the middle of the bump, little tiniest hole. And she said to her husband, she said, oh look, it's a boil or a cyst. She said the doctor said it might have been that. She said, but I think I've like popped the head on it. She said, I think I can squeeze out all the pus that's gonna be in there. She said. The husband said, oh, if that's what you think it is. He said, well, you're gonna squeeze it. She said, I might. She said, but it's like really, really itchy. Anyway, she's like scratching away at it, scratching away. And then all of a sudden, this like head just popped open, and she went, oh yeah, look, it's like the head has actually come off now. She went, I'm gonna squeeze it out. So she was about to squeeze it out, but she said, oh, it's really itchy, it's so itchy, oh my goodness, and she's scratching away at it, scratching. Then all of a sudden, it burst open, and hundreds of baby spiders come running out, crawling up her arms, on her face, on her chest. She ended up having to go to a psychiatric ward because she'd lost her mind over it, and she needed months of therapy. And it just turned out that what had actually happened was a spider had laid eggs under her skin in Venezuela. Okay guys, I hope that don't give you nightmares. I hope you did get some relaxation. Now let's just listen to the rain, because it's only a story. But it used to scare me because I was only about 8 years old at the time, and like everyone was saying, oh, did you hear about, like, you know, Debbie from round the rag factory? You know, and they was telling me that, you know, she's scratching, and thousands of spiders went up. She ended up in like a psychiatric ward. You know, she'd lost her mind from the shock. And I was thinking, oh my god, what a scary story. But it is only one of those urban legend stories, so don't worry too much, guys. I hope you have sweet dreams. I'll keep this rain on for you for a bit, help calm you down. I hope I haven't frightened you too much. Thank you for joining me, guys. I will be doing one of these each week now. I'm going to make a series of it, so please join me each time I do upload one. But in the meantime, have yourself